life. Not to say goodbye, but to thank Allah openly and confess openly that this woman is the greatest gift that I have received, except the coming of God, the raising of the messenger, and giving me life. And she was and is the wind beneath my wings. And I hope with all my heart that every man would be gifted with a woman like Khadijah. And the last thing I will say is that I'm so proud to be your brother. I'm so proud that Allah put it in my heart to rebuild the work.
Thank you.
Of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and to lift his name again before the world. I defended him and taught on 5 continents about this great leader, teacher, and guide. So I want all of you to know that this nation, well, I'm looking at you all, and I'm so proud of my wife and the sisters and the brothers.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee do we serve, and thine aid do we seek. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor of those who go astray. Ameen.
Go straight. Ameen. This is Brother Anwar Kente. Some of you already know me as Geechee Lion, Imperial Brown, other names. But I'm here today as a son. I would consider myself to be a godson of our dear mother, Khadijah Farrakhan, who has made a transition on last week. I'm finally getting around to making this vlog. About a week later, this is the 8th here. I'm in the Philippines. A lot has been going on here, and I've been making preparations to do this. I knew I had to do this as I am a content creator. But I like to say, first of all, that I thank Mr. Farrakhan, Mr. Louis Farrakhan's wife, Sister Khadijah, for their impact on my journey, which is Geechee Lion Journey, the name of this channel. They had a great influence upon me as they followed in the footsteps as followers of my godfather, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And wish I could have been there at the Janazah service that's going on, that went on at the Mosque Mariam. And of course, I'm in the Philippines, so I could not make that. But I do want to say a few words of honor here to Mother Farrakhan. I like to start off first. I like to mention and refer to a dream that I had last week. And I don't have that many dreams that are of note that I remember. But this one actually happened last week, and it occurred obviously after Mother's passing and before the Janazah services. So that would pinpoint it to be around late last week, Thursday, Friday or so. It occurred early one morning before sunrise. I found myself to be in what appeared to be a great hall. I didn't have a view, a good view. I didn't have a view at all to the rear of this room to gauge the room size. The part that I was able to see put me in the mind of a courtroom, such as you would see at the courtrooms in downtown Chicago. Those of you who have been there for traffic or lawsuits, you know what I'm talking about. My spirit entered this room, and I came in at the center, just behind the first row. There appeared to be, I want to say 9 to 12 people. I didn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people were sitting up there? But there appeared to be about that number of people seated in the front row. I believe they were all men, facing directly ahead with solemn expressions. No one was speaking. No one was moving. I do know Minister Louis Farrakhan was seated in the center of the front row. As I made my way to the left side of the front row, I saw Supreme Captain Mustafa Farrakhan, which is Mother Khadijah's son, seated on the end, all the way to the left, with that same expression that I described earlier. After a short time, I finally sat down next to Brother Mustafa. There was a seat, obviously, there waiting for me. I sat down next to him and tried to align my posture in the seat in accordance with what I saw him and the others do. I finally looked toward the stage of what, all the men were looking at. And I saw it was the stage, the podium, maybe it was a desk, but it was Mother Khadijah smiling and very animated. The brown skin, youthful appearance, reminiscent of the way she looked and moved back in the 1980s when I first saw her. And I remember this very vividly. I don't have too many vivid dreams like that I remember, but this one, of course, I remember. She appeared to be saying something for the audience, even though I did not hear anything. It looked like her mouth was moving and like I said, she was moving and gesturing and smiling. And I know that at that time when I saw her, my mood and my spirits immediately lifted, noticeably lifted. I mean, a smile came to my heart, if you will. And within a few seconds right after that, I woke up to the real world, which is where I'm speaking to you now. I'm not speaking to you from another planet, though I am. I like to say that Mother Khadijah, and of course, Brother Farrakhan made a very significant impression upon me in my life. And I like to relay a couple of instances that actually somewhat met her or came close to meeting her. Back in the early days, I want to say this is the early to mid 80s, when the Nation of Islam was having their study groups and the meetings, weekly meetings at the Final Call Administration Building, which is located around 79th and Halsted Street in Chicago. You all know where that is if you're in Chicago. But at that time, the minister came out with the study guides. The study guides were the basis. It was the basis, self-improvement, the basis for community development. And I was one of the founding members or attendees of that. And I know there was an occasion where Mother Farrakhan actually came and sat in on my study circle. And she might have been sitting right next to me. So I don't think she said much. She might have introduced herself and, said, Assalamu alaikum, everybody. But I remember the subject. There was some subject that I remember I responded to, and the director was saying the importance of being able to say that you're sorry. And I know that the director kind of prompted us, and then I answered and say, I'm sorry. So I was answering that in response and to answer what he was talking about. And I remember Mother Khadijah nodding her head in approval of what I said, and that she understood, and she agreed with it. And I remember her smiling at that. So obviously that made an impression on me that such a woman was there giving her approval to something that came from her heart. This is nothing that I manufactured. This came out of me. So that was probably the only time really that I was really in her presence like that closely. But I never forget that. And then later on, another incident. I don't know whether I saw her or not, but the minister had invited some brothers to the palace, to his residence, because we were members of a committee. I don't know if it was the business committee that I was on, or that we had accomplished some type of task, but I know I was on the business committee and things like that. And he invited us to the palace for dinner. And he let everybody speak and greet him. But I remember this very vividly. And if Mr. Farrakhan, Brother Farrakhan, if you seeing this, you will probably recall this. I know a lot of people probably would see Mr. Farrakhan and be tripping out and say, oh, Mr. Farrakhan. No. My response to him was, sir, you're very, and this is just in so many words, and he said it himself later, that you're very fortunate and highly blessed and highly favored that God granted you a wife such as Sister Khadijah, and that you will not be able to do what you have done and what you are doing and what you will do without Sister Khadijah. That was the basically the summation of what I told him. That you're blessed that you got Sister Khadijah. Basically, if you didn't have Sister Khadijah, all this other stuff you doing wasn't going to happen. Yes, my comments, it took all of about 2 minutes for me to say what I said, 2-3 minutes. And I remember, after I kind of made my point, he was like, okay, let's go on to the next person. Because I think it was like, I want to say 15 brothers maybe that came. So anyway, that's when my turn came. And actually had the chance to actually personally address him on something. That's what came to my mind. So, this woman had to have a great impression on me for me to think of her and mention her at that particular time in that setting. So I just want to relay that. And the third thing I would recall is later on after I become a registered Muslim. So this had to be in the early 90s. I did security at the residence. We called it the Palace, where Mr. Farrakhan and Sister Khadijah dwelled in Chicago in Hyde Park. And I was doing security duty there. And usually I did it early in the morning. And I think it was a time, this particular morning, I guess I was tired. I was feeling like I didn't, I wanted to go back to the house to do something. I was married by this time, of course, and just make a note. Yeah, so she must have heard that I was kind of requesting to be able to be relieved of my post early, and she granted it. She was the one that said, let the brother go. So I know that she was the one who, and she probably had seen me out there on patrol. We never spoke about it, but she probably saw me out there. I didn't never really speak to her when I was there. I seen the minister there maybe a time or two. I remember one time, I think Sister Holiday was coming in and Brother Farrakhan came to the door and answered. But I don't think I ever saw her while I was out there. But I remember that she said, "Oh, let the brother go home," or whatever. So I remember that act of compassion directly from Mother Khadijah. And I don't ever think I ever saw her again after that. Not no more than that she was on the stage or something during Savior's Day or when the minister was speaking or something. But I was very highly impressed, have been highly impressed for decades about Sister Khadijah, Mother Khadijah. And I appreciate her as a role model as far as a devoted wife and mother, bearing 9 children for this man, helping him to raise them, supporting him in the mission. Of course, she was a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as I was, as my godfather. That is my godfather. I tell anybody that even now. And feel a connection to her very deeply, appreciate her. And she'll be, in my thoughts as I go forward. And the other kind of a side note on this is both my ex-wife, my wife actually worked at the palace. So she had plenty of personal time with Mother Khadijah, Brother Farrakhan. I haven't had a chance to talk to her about this, but I hope to do that soon. But it's something that my ex-wife, worked for them, and I worked for them as well. Either when I was at the Final Call doing bookkeeping and accounting, or also when I was on post at the palace. So that's kind of the thing. We have a connection to them. Also, I realized later that Sister Khadijah, Mother Khadijah's birthday is on November 26th, which was the date of my wedding. So isn't that ironic that her birthday is the same day as my wedding day occurred on? So that's another connection. And also I'm thinking about now, Brother Minister Farrakhan, his birthday is May 11th, which is the same birthday as my grandmother, Arlene. Her birthday was May 11th. So isn't that, I don't believe in coincidences. I feel very connected to Mr. Farrakhan, Mother Khadijah, and I would hope to get to see Brother Farrakhan, hopefully when I come back, inshallah, to Chicago. I was blessed to see him. He was looking very good, very strong. He called a men's only meeting last year, so I was blessed to be able to see him. And I was very close to him. I think I was sitting toward the center of the seating area in the mosque. I might have been like 12 rows back. So I was very close to him and saw him. I hope that he will consider, I think the brothers, the world would be greatly benefited by seeing that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Was not going to let this pass without me saying something in regard to our dear mother, Mother Farrakhan. I'd like to say also, I wrote a song called Dear Mother. I actually put it on YouTube. This is a couple of months ago. I think it's back in February. I hope that she got a chance to see it, that Brother Minister Farrakhan got a chance to see it, while she was yet, among us. And that would make me very pleased and happy if she was able to see that and give a reaction, even though it didn't get to me directly from her. I'm hoping that, Brother Farrakhan did get a chance to see that with her. And if not, that he will now. The song is called Dear Mother. It is on my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, Geechee Line's Journey, which you're watching right now. You all will see it. Like the video, give your thoughts, and definitely share it. Make it go viral. She's worthy of it. And some of my best work, really some of God's best work, it came through me. And I hope to do a project and another version of it with the updated lyrics, some of the other lyrics that I added to this particular song. So thank you. God bless you. Thank you all for listening and coming to join me at Geechee Line's Journey. Mother Khadijah Farrakhan is an integral part of Geechee Line's Journey. Minister Louis Farrakhan is an integral factor in Geechee Line's Journey. My godfather, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is a key factor in Geechee Line's Journey. So know this, and like I say, you all bless you. May Allah be pleased. I know He is with the service of Mother Khadijah Farrakhan. I'd like to leave you all again with the greetings of peace as I came to you. If I didn't do this, I better make sure to know that I did. I know I started with Al-Fatiha, which is giving honor to God. So you give honor to God, that covers everybody. But I'd like to say this to you. Peace be unto you. As in the words of Jesus, He would say, peace be unto you. And the way He said it was, Assalamu alaikum.
Caught up in the whirlwinds of life, after swaying back and forth here and there, comforting again to sit and hear your calming phrase. Yours is the voice that nurtured me in my childhood days. You've had an effect on me in oh so many ways, so many ways. I couldn't go another minute without giving you praise. Oh, thank you. today. And bliss, nice to say. You're very